Hi, I'm Judy Buss, the Children's Minister here at Foothills. I'm excited to share our online Sunday experiences with you. Each month, there is a specific theme and characteristic trait from Jesus that we will focus on. There is great worship each week with fun motions and all the words included. For our younger viewers, we have Ollie and the Wonder Clubhouse, which I think you'll love. And for our older viewers, we have the So-and-So Show, which will not only make you laugh, but help you learn something new about God each week. I think you will enjoy these videos no matter what your age is. We've also attached some parent conversation guides that include some great discussion starters as well as some interesting and fun activities surrounding today's topic. Be sure to check those out. Okay, now for this week's Sunday experiences. Remember, there are 3 videos and you can skip ahead if you'd like. You'll see them all listed right here. First look for our preschoolers, 252 basic kids for our kindergarten to 2nd graders, and PreTeen for our 3rd through 5th grade. Now for the first look video. All right.
Only God can hang the stars in outer space. Only He can make a rainbow from the rain. Only God can part the seas to make a way. There's nothing He can't do. No, there's nothing He can't do. 'Cause He can do anything, anything at all. He can do anything, anything at all. There's no giant too big, no mountain too tall. I know God is powerful, yeah, anything. He can do anything, anything at all. Only God can hang the stars in outer space. Only He can make a rainbow from the rain. Only God can part the seas to make a way. There's nothing He can't do. No, there's nothing He can't do. 'Cause He can do anything, anything at all. He can do anything, anything at all. There's no giant too big, no mountain too tall. I know God is powerful, yeah, anything. He can do anything, anything at all. What this means is we can trust Him. This means you and me can trust Him. Well, what this means is we can trust Him. Yeah, I know. This means you and me can trust Him. Because He can do anything, anything at all. He can do anything, anything at all. There's no giant too big, no mountain too tall. I know God is powerful, yeah, anything. He can do anything, anything at all.
Who? You know what time it is?
It's time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you.
You have got to hear this. Wow, it's so loud, even in here. Hi, I'm Hayden, and there's a crew working on our street right now. You won't believe what they're doing. They're actually breaking the road. It's all in pieces. There's a giant excavator with a big arm, and on the end of it, there's a pointy part that drills into the pavement. And when it makes that noise, wow. Let me build the road and I'll show you. Look at this awesome road. Now we need something to be a drill rig. Aha! This will be perfect. Drill operator in place. 1, 2, 3, drill! That's just what happened to the road. The drill went into the pavement and broke right down the middle. Pieces went flying everywhere.
Hoo! Hoo!
It's Ollie!
Hello, Hayden. Hoo! Hoo! Breaking the road, are you?
Oh, hi, Ollie. I'm just pretending my rhythm stick is a drill.
Splitting up blocks is fun, it's true. But I know someone who split the whole sea in two. Listen to this story. Just follow me through. Hoo! Hoo!
Follow me through, follow me through, who? Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome to my cupcake food truck. I'm Aisha. It's so good to see you today. I've been working on making the most amazing cupcakes. Do you want to see them? Ta-da! These are my blue raspberry wave cupcakes in honor of today's story. If you're ready for the story, on the count of 3, yell, "Tell me a story." 1, 2, 3. Tell me a story. Okay, so today's true story from the Bible begins with God's people and a mean king. His name was Pharaoh. He hurt God's people and tried to keep them locked up. So, God sent a guy named Moses to help them. Let's call for Moses. Can you help me? On the count of 3, let's yell, "Moses!" 1, 2, 3. Moses! There you are. Moses told Pharaoh God wanted him to let the people go. Moses had to tell him a lot of times to let the people go, and Pharaoh finally said, "Yes, God's people can go." Hooray! God's people were free. God, with his big power, saved the people from the Pharaoh. Moses led them away from Egypt and out into the desert. They walked until they reached a really big sea. But, uh-oh! Everyone say that with me. Uh-oh! Pharaoh changed his mind. He wanted the people to come back, so he sent soldiers after them. God's people were scared. "What are we going to do, Moses?" they said. "There's a really big sea in front of us, and Pharaoh's soldiers are behind us. There is nowhere for us to go." But Moses reminded them that God is powerful and he would tell them what to do. God told Moses to hold out his staff over the water. Then, do you know what happened? God, in all his big, great, mighty power, split the water in 2 and made a dry path down the middle. Look! It was amazing! It was something only God could do. Now the people could just walk right through to the other side. Can you imagine walking on dry ground and seeing a whole wall of water on the side of you and another wall of water on the other side? So incredible! God's power is awesome. Did you like the story? If you did, give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who is powerful?
God is powerful. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who is powerful?
God is powerful. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it. Bye.
So there's your story, and it's all true. God's power is so awesome. He split the whole sea in 2. Hoo! Hoo!
Thanks, Ollie!
Goodbye to you. Hoo! Hoo!
Wow! God's power is so strong that he split the water in two so the Israelites could walk right through on dry land. God's power is awesome! I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it?
Got it!
Good! Hey, I think they're still working on the road. I'm going to go back out and watch. See you next time.
Great is our Lord and mighty in power. Psalm 147:5. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. Psalm 147:5.
You made the sky above, you made the oceans deep. You have created everything my eyes can see. You made this heart to know your love. I stand in awe of everything you've done. I will live my life to know you more. I will live my life for you, Lord. I wanna hear you speak, follow your lead. You give me everything I need. I will live my life to know you more. I wanna walk in all the plans you have for me and give you praise with every single breath I breathe. You made this heart to know your love. I stand in awe of everything you've done. I will live my life to know you more. I will live my life for you, Lord. I wanna hear you speak, follow your lead. You give me everything I need. I will live my life to know you more. Heavenly Father, above every other, I wanna know you more. Heavenly Father, above every other, I wanna know you more. You made this heart to know your love. I stand in awe of everything you've done. I will live my life to know you more. I will live my life for you, Lord. I wanna hear you speak, follow your lead. You give me everything I need. I will live my life to know you
Hey everybody! My name is Haley, and I love hunting for treasure and all things ancient. And I've discovered a very ancient flower! So, I've got a flower pot, some dirt, and some seeds. Let's get digging. These seeds are for a flower called King Solomon's seal. So, they should remind us to have wisdom. Wisdom is finding out what you should do and doing it. King Solomon is thought to be one of the wisest men who ever lived. Some say this very plant was growing in King Solomon's royal palace. 1, 2, 3! Ta-da! While Solomon was king, he built a palace and a temple for God, and he ruled wisely for 40 years. 1, 2, and 3. Ta-da! Next, we smooth it over. There you go, little guys. Go to sleep. Good night. There. Now we wait for it to grow. I'm watching you. Oh, nothing's growing. What am I missing? Oh, Haley, how could I forget? Every seed needs water to grow. King Solomon would have remembered that. Yay! Sometimes I wish I could be wise like King Solomon. Do you ever wonder how he got to be so wise? Well, we'll find out in today's story. I suspect I'll be admiring my flowers when you get back. See ya! Oh, I think I saw something! Nope. Soon as you get back. Hurry back.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Kings, chapter 3, verses 4 through 28.
Imagine this. You're in a deep sleep, dreaming, when all of a sudden, the creator of the universe shows up and says,
Ask me for anything.
Anything. You could ask for anything in the world and have it. What would you say? Perhaps you'd request an unlimited Amazon account where you could get whatever you want for free. Or perhaps you'd request a flying race car that could be dropped off at the moon or on the beach. Or you could ask to be the most popular kid in school forever. This might sound like a fairy tale, but it's true. It actually happened to a young man named Solomon. When King David died, his son Solomon became king.
What are your royal orders, Most Royal Highness? I'm not sure. I've never been king before.
Though Solomon was young and inexperienced, his father, King David, taught him to listen to God's words. So, Solomon showed his love for God by obeying his laws.
I want to thank the Lord for everything He has done for my family.
Solomon traveled to the city of Gibeon, where he offered 1,000 burnt sacrifices to honor God.
There is no one like you, God.
That night, Solomon sank into a deep sleep, and the Lord appeared before him in a dream.
Ask for anything you want me to give you.
1,000 ideas must have exploded into Solomon's head. Gold, power, life forever. But instead, he said,
Lord, you have made me a great king, but I'm only a little child. I don't know how to carry out my duties. I'm here among the people that you have chosen. They are a great nation, so give me a heart that understands. Then I can rule over your people. I can tell the difference between what is right and what is wrong.
It was a simple request, but one that would change Solomon's life forever.
You have not asked to live for a long time. You have not asked to be wealthy. You have not even asked to have your enemies killed. Instead, you have asked for wisdom. I will give you a wise and understanding heart. As long as you live, no other king will be as great as you are.
As the dream faded, Solomon woke with a start.
Was that real? That was real!
Amazed, Solomon returned to Jerusalem, where he once more gave sacrifices to honor God and held a great feast for all his officials.
What are we celebrating, Your Most Royal Highness? God has promised to give me wisdom to lead the kingdom. How is that working out for you? Well, it was in a dream. Ah, I see.
Perhaps Solomon wondered at first whether he really had received wisdom from God, but this was soon put to the test.
Your Most Royal Highness, you must help the people solve their problems. I'll do my best, with God's help. First order of business, we have these two ladies here. State your business, please.
My friend and I... Okay, so she's not my friend anymore. Speak for yourself. I'm trying to. We live in the same home, and we both had baby boys. But her baby died, and so she took my boy in the night, and now she says my baby is hers. See? That's not her baby.
No way. This baby is my son.
Is not. Is too.
Ladies!
Solomon turned to the first woman.
You say my son is the living baby, but your friend says the baby is her son.
That's a lie.
Is not.
Is too.
God gave Solomon a wise idea.
Bring me a sword.
An official quickly brought the king's shining sword.
Your royal sword, your royal highness.
Solomon studied the two women carefully.
Excellent. Now, cut the baby in two parts. Give one half to the first woman and one half to the second.
Solomon had no intention of harming the baby, but he knew this was the way to find the truth.
No! Give her the baby. Don't kill him.
Oh, whatever. Neither of us will get the baby.
Solomon could instantly see which woman truly cared about the baby.
Give the boy to the first woman here. She is his mother.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
No fair. That was totally a trick.
The baby was given to his true mother. All the Israelites heard about Solomon's decision and trusted that he would judge them fairly too. God made Solomon so wise that his understanding couldn't even be measured, like the sands on the seashore.
So, plants need water to grow. You know what else they need? Time. You can't just plant a seed and expect it to grow immediately. In fact, this plant's seeds takes at least 2 years before they sprout. That's a lot of waiting. Waiting for wisdom can feel like that. When Solomon asked God for wisdom, chances are he didn't wake up the next morning as one of the wisest men on earth. No, it took time for his wisdom to grow. The good news is that we can ask God for wisdom. Jesus' brother James once wrote, "If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you." Maybe wisdom will just pop into your head right when you need it. Or maybe your wisdom will grow gradually like a flower as you learn from the people you meet, the mistakes you make, and the things you experience. No matter what though, you can trust God to give you wisdom. That's the one thing to remember today. Trust God to give you wisdom. When you have a tough decision to make or some problem that you're dealing with, talk to God about it. Ask Him for the wisdom to know what to do. Then look and listen. If you're having trouble understanding what God is trying to show you, ask someone you trust to help. Wisdom may not come as soon as you think or in the way you think it will, but keep digging. God wants to share His wisdom with you. So, looks like these little flowers aren't gonna grow while I watch. It's gonna take some more time. Check back with me in 2 years, and I will see you then. Bye!
everything you've done. I will live my life to know you more. I will live my life for you, Lord. I want to hear you speak, follow your lead. You give me everything I need. I will live my life to know you more, to know you more.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on a light. Okay, here we go. Oh, hi. Hey there. I'm really digging deep this week. As you can tell, I'm inside of a tunnel. And unfortunately, I think I'm stuck. Wow, this is really tight. Whew. Okay, have you ever heard of the word claustrophobia? Yeah, it's where somebody is really scared of tight places and small places, and they think like the walls are closing in on them, and they run out of an ability to breathe, and I never thought I'd be like that, but I think I'm starting to become that. Help! Help! Somebody please! Come help me! I've dug too deep and I can't get up!
John?
Is that an angel?
No, John, it's me. What are you doing in there?
I'm stuck. I've dug deep and I can't get up. Help me.
Oh, man.
I can't dig out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John.
This is the So-and-So Show.
Are you so or so?
Oh, I'm so.
Ah, good. That makes things way more clear. How did we come up with the show's name in the first place?
I don't know. It's probably just something that I came up with.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why would it be something you came up with?
Well, when it comes to the show, I'm kind of the creative force behind it, so.
How do you figure that?
How do I figure what?
How do you figure that you're the creative force behind the show?
Well, I came up with the title.
Oh, that's speculation. Besides, people don't tune in for your creativity. They tune in for my hijinks. That's why I'm here.
The show was my idea.
The show was my idea.
There's only one way to solve this.
You're right. One way. Splitting the studio down the middle like a late 80s sitcom. That was my idea. Stop copying me. Ah!
I'll get the tape.
And I'll fast forward in time. Star Wipe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Brandon Show. I am your host, the inimitable Brandon. Today, we are diving deep into the recesses of our minds.
Cannonball! Woo! Come on!
John, do not do this.
Why not? It's time for some hijinks. Besides, you have no control over my show. Because my show is called John's Show is Better Than Brandon's Show. Woo! Here we go. Ooh. Actually, look.
What am I looking at?
The camera is on my side of the room.
No. The camera is off limits. Neither one of us can have a show without
You should have thought about that before you agreed to this contrived comedic situation. This was all part of my plan because wisdom is a John thing.
All right, fine. Okay, you've got the cameras, but all the sound equipment is on my side.
Who needs sound equipment?
You're still showing him. No. Welcome again to my wonderful show. And an example of verbal dexterity not seen since my sophomore year in high school, I shall sing the Major General song from Pirates of Penzance. I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo, and orders categorical. It's It's been a long time since I've done this, so I only remember the first 4 lines. You won't have a problem hearing those 5 or 6 times, right? So here we go. I am the very model of the mother. This isn't working, is it?
Maybe we can go to Bible time.
John, no one can hear you, all right? But hey, I've got an idea. We should go to Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys! Guy. Question: why is there only one of you?
I am also here.
Oh, let me guess. The thing where you put a line of tape in the middle of the room and split everything 50-50 and things aren't going the way you planned?
How did you know?
Let's just say I've watched a TV show or two in my time. But luckily, you might be able to take away something from today's story. We're talking about a wise ruler and one of the hardest problems he ever untangled. And we're doing it with the help of our very own So-and-So Show players.
Hooray!
Okay, the star of our story today is King Solomon. Now, Solomon was the son of David, who was a very important king. Solomon had a front row seat to his father's reign and picked up a tip or two on what it meant to be a good king.
Tip number 1, always give away the full-size candy bars at Halloween. It's worth the extra price.
But Solomon didn't just get insight from watching his father. One night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream. Now, in the dream, the Lord said to Solomon, "Ask for anything you want me to give you."
Anything?
Solomon thought about what he would need to be a good ruler.
Lord, you've made me king, but I'm still very young. Give me a heart that understands. That way I can rule over your people. I can tell the difference between what is right and what is wrong.
What an incredible thing to ask for. Solomon could have asked for riches or power. He could have asked to be a foot taller or to live for 1,000 years. But instead, he asked for wisdom. The Lord was so pleased with Solomon's request, he promised to give him wisdom. And not only that, God told Solomon, "I will give you what you have not asked for. I will give you wealth and honor. As long as you live, no other king will be as great as you are."
Wow! This is great! Somebody pinch me, I must be dreaming. Ah!
Solomon realized he had been dreaming, but it was much more than a dream. His wisdom was quickly put to the test. He was approached by 2 women.
Oh, my king!
My king!
My king!
My king!
Hey, my king! My king. This woman and I live in the same house, and she is insisting that this is hers.
It is mine. It looks just like me.
What does that?
Yes, it does.
Go by.
Hey! What are we arguing about?
An X-Station Playbox 10!
What?
Pause for 1 second. Okay, so in the Bible, the 2 women are arguing over which one of them was the mother of a newborn baby, not a video game console. But the story gets kind of intense, which isn't necessarily the tone of the So-and-So Show players. So,
An X-Station Playbox 10.
Solomon was in a jam. How could he possibly know who the baby belonged to? The stakes were sky high. So Solomon took a pretty wild shot.
Bring me a sword!
What are you doing?
I'm going to cut the X-Station Playbox 10 in half. It's the only fair way to settle this. That way, you both have half.
Sounds good to me. Half is better than none. Wait! If you cut it in half, it won't work.
I know, but I don't know what you want me to do.
Your Majesty, wait. Give her the X Station Playbox 10. If you cut it in half, it'll be destroyed and no one will get to enjoy the mix of next-gen graphics and high ultra processing power. She will have stolen it from me. But I care more about the X Station Playbox 10's happiness than I do mine.
Right. It belongs to her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Not fair at all. No.
I did right by that baby. Yep. X Station Playbox 10. What's next?
The end. Let's give a big round of applause for the So-and-So Show players. All right, let's think about how wild Solomon's suggestion was. He said to cut a baby in half. That's nuts. But he would have never hurt the child. It was a test. Solomon was thoughtful about the problem, and he was kind to the real mother who was in a bit of a bind, and he trusted God for wisdom. Those are the qualities you need as a follower of Jesus. You'll have hard decisions too, but when you listen to God and the wisdom of the people he puts in your life, more often than not, you'll make a good choice. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Kellen.
That was pretty appropriate for us. I'm glad we decided to put all this behind us.
That's right. Obviously, we can disagree about things, but cutting each other off completely isn't wise.
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Did you just come up with that yourself?
No, Jonathan, that was from my freshman production of...
Reveal the question!
Today's question is, why do you need wisdom?
Oh, well, if you get into a fight with your friend, wisdom is the thing telling you to apologize.
Yep, or the thing telling you shouldn't eat cookies before dinner.
Yeah, wisdom is knowing when something is right or wrong.
Splitting your room down the middle with tape is not wise, and it's a huge waste of tape.
That's very true. Wisdom, it's a John thing.
Also a Brandon thing.
And hopefully a you thing.
Until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John.
This was the So-and-So Show. Have a great day.
You have a great day. Tape ball. Oh, I was hoping it would stick.
Woohoo! It's me, John, everybody. Welcome to the John Show is Better Than Brandon Show.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Watch what I pull out of my sleeve. It's my sweat.
Okay, here's a burpee for you. Number one. That's all I got. I'm sorry.